Have you ever wondered why some people seem to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom while others struggle? The secret often lies in the choices they make and the pitfalls they avoid. In this video, we'll explore the powerful Stoic principles that guide intelligent people to avoid common mistakes and live more fulfilling lives. Did you know that avoiding certain behaviors can boost your intelligence and resilience? From steering clear of unnecessary drama to shunning procrastination, these Stoic strategies can transform your mindset and actions. Imagine being able to face daily challenges with calm and clarity, making decisions that lead to long-term success and happiness. This is what Stoicism offers: practical wisdom for navigating life's ups and downs. Whether you're new to Stoicism or a seasoned practitioner, you'll find valuable insights here. We'll break down these principles into easy-to-understand steps you can start applying today. No complex philosophy, just straightforward advice to help you live smarter. Stay with us as we reveal these 10 crucial things intelligent people avoid, inspired by Stoic teachings. By the end of this video, you'll have a new perspective on what it means to live wisely and make better choices every day. Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos. We're committed to bringing you actionable tips and insights to enhance your life through the wisdom of Stoicism. Now, let's get started with the first thing intelligent people avoid. Ready to unlock the secrets of Stoic wisdom? Let's go. 1. Avoid meaningless interactions. Stoicism teaches the importance of avoiding meaningless interactions to maintain focus and inner peace. In our daily lives, we often encounter conversations and activities that do not add value or meaning. These interactions can drain our energy and distract us from our goals and principles. By being mindful of the interactions we engage in, we can preserve our time and mental clarity for more meaningful pursuits. The Stoics believe that our time and attention are precious resources that should be used wisely. Avoiding meaningless interactions helps us protect these resources. Meaningless interactions often involve gossip, idle chatter, or negative discussions that do not contribute to our growth or well-being. By steering clear of these, we can avoid unnecessary stress and negativity. Instead, we can focus on positive and productive conversations that inspire and uplift us. The Stoics emphasize the importance of surrounding ourselves with people who share our values and support our growth. Engaging in meaningful interactions with such individuals can enrich our lives and reinforce our commitment to Stoic principles. These interactions provide opportunities for learning, reflection, and mutual support. When we avoid meaningless interactions, we create more space for self-reflection and personal development. This allows us to focus on our goals, practice self-discipline, and cultivate inner tranquility. The Stoics believed that true contentment comes from within, and that we should guard against external distractions that disrupt our inner peace. Moreover, avoiding meaningless interactions helps us become better listeners and communicators. By prioritizing quality over quantity in our interactions, we can build deeper, more authentic connections with others. This aligns with the Stoic belief in the importance of genuine relationships and mutual respect. Practicing discernment in our interactions also teaches us to be more intentional with our words and actions. It encourages us to think carefully about how we spend our time and who we spend it with. This mindfulness is essential for living a purposeful and fulfilling life. In essence, avoiding meaningless interactions is a way to honor our values and protect our well-being. It helps us stay focused on what truly matters and fosters a sense of inner peace and clarity. By being selective about our interactions, we can live more intentionally and align our actions with our Stoic principles. Through this practice, we become more resilient and centered, better equipped to face life's challenges with wisdom and grace. It is a powerful way to cultivate a meaningful and mindful life, grounded in the teachings of Stoicism. By avoiding meaningless interactions, we create space for growth, reflection, and genuine connections, leading to a more fulfilling and purposeful existence. 2. Reject willful ignorance. Stoicism teaches us to reject willful ignorance to live a more informed and wise life. Willful ignorance means choosing not to know or understand something, often because it is uncomfortable or inconvenient. The Stoics believed that true wisdom comes from seeking knowledge and facing the truth, no matter how difficult it might be. Rejecting willful ignorance starts with being curious and open-minded. It means always asking questions and seeking answers, even when the truth is hard to accept. This approach helps us grow and make better decisions. The Stoics valued knowledge and believed it was essential for living a good life. By understanding the world and ourselves better, we can navigate life's challenges more effectively. Ignorance, on the other hand, keeps us stuck in old patterns and prevents us from improving. To reject willful ignorance, we must be willing to confront our own biases and assumptions. This requires humility and the courage to admit when we are wrong. The Stoics taught that accepting our mistakes is a key step towards wisdom. Engaging with different perspectives and ideas is also crucial. When we expose ourselves to new viewpoints, we expand our understanding and learn to see the world in a more nuanced way. This openness leads to greater empathy and better relationships with others. Rejecting willful ignorance also means staying informed and educated. We should make an effort to read, learn, and keep up with important issues. This continuous learning is a lifelong process that enriches our minds and lives. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-reflection. By regularly examining our thoughts and actions, we can identify areas where we might be ignorant and work to address them. This practice helps us stay honest with ourselves and committed to personal growth. Moreover, rejecting willful ignorance involves listening actively to others. By genuinely trying to understand their experiences and viewpoints, we gain valuable insights and build stronger connections. Taking responsibility for our knowledge and actions is another key aspect. The Stoics taught that we should not blame others for our ignorance, but take it upon ourselves to seek the truth and learn from it. In essence, rejecting willful ignorance is about striving for wisdom and understanding in all aspects of life. It means being curious, open-minded, and willing to face the truth, no matter how challenging. By embracing this mindset, we can live more fulfilling, informed, and compassionate lives. Through the practice of rejecting willful ignorance, we align ourselves with the Stoic values of wisdom, courage, and self-improvement. This approach not only enhances our personal growth but also contributes to a more enlightened and understanding world. By seeking knowledge and truth, we become better equipped to handle life's complexities with grace and wisdom. 3. Shun conformity. Stoicism teaches us to shun conformity in order to live a life true to our principles and values. Conformity means following the crowd or doing what others do just to fit in, even when it goes against our own beliefs or best interests. The Stoics believe that true wisdom and fulfillment come from living authentically and independently. Shunning conformity begins with self-awareness. We must understand our own values, goals, and beliefs. This self-knowledge helps us make decisions based on what is right for us, rather than what is popular or expected by others. The Stoics valued reason and logic. By using our own judgment and thinking critically, we can avoid the trap of blindly following others. This means questioning norms and practices that do not align with our values and being courageous enough to stand apart. Living authentically requires courage. It can be difficult to go against the grain and face criticism or rejection. However, the Stoics taught that it is more important to be true to oneself than to seek approval from others. Shunning conformity also involves being mindful of our influences. We should choose our role models and companions carefully, surrounding ourselves with people who inspire and support our authentic selves. This helps us stay true to our principles and avoid being swayed by negative influences. The Stoics believed in the importance of inner tranquility. When we live according to our own values, we find peace and contentment. Conforming to others' expectations often leads to inner conflict and dissatisfaction. By shunning conformity, we cultivate integrity. We become consistent in our actions and decisions, which builds trust and respect from others. This integrity is a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy and a key to living a meaningful life. Shunning conformity does not mean rejecting all social norms or being rebellious for its own sake. It means thoughtfully considering which norms align with our values and which do not. It is about making choices that reflect our true selves. The Stoics taught that each person has a unique role to play in life. By embracing our individuality, we contribute more authentically and effectively to the world. Conformity stifles this unique contribution and limits our potential. In essence, shunning conformity is about living with authenticity, courage, and integrity. It means making decisions based on our own values and reasoning, rather than external pressures. This practice helps us find true fulfillment and peace. Through the practice of shunning conformity, we align ourselves with the Stoic values of wisdom, courage, and self-mastery. We become more resilient, independent, and true to ourselves. This approach not only enhances our personal growth, but also allows us to make a genuine and positive impact on the world. By living authentically and rejecting conformity, we create a life of purpose and meaning, grounded in our own values and wisdom. This is the essence of Stoic philosophy: to live true to oneself and to contribute to the greater good with honesty and integrity. 4. Don't take things personally. Stoicism teaches us not to take things personally to maintain inner peace and emotional resilience. When we take things personally, we let external events and other people's opinions affect our well-being. The Stoics believed that our peace of mind should come from within, not from outside circumstances. By not taking things personally, we recognize that others' actions and words are often a reflection of their own experiences and issues, not a true measure of our worth. This helps us maintain perspective and avoid unnecessary hurt. The Stoics emphasize the importance of focusing on what we can control. We cannot control other people's actions or opinions, but we can control our reactions. By not taking things personally, we keep our power and respond with calm and reason. Practicing this Stoic principle involves self-awareness. We must be aware of our emotions and reactions and consciously choose not to let external events disturb our peace. This self-control is a key aspect of Stoic wisdom. Understanding that everyone has their own struggles and perspectives can foster empathy. When we don't take things personally, we can respond with compassion instead of defensiveness, improving our relationships and communication. By not taking things personally, we avoid overreacting and making situations worse. This helps us stay composed and make better decisions, which leads to more positive outcomes. The Stoics taught that our value comes from within, based on our virtues and actions. When we remember this, we become less dependent on others' approval and more confident in our own worth. This principle also helps us let go of grudges and negative feelings. Holding on to these emotions only harms us. By not taking things personally, we can move on and focus on more constructive pursuits. It is important to remind ourselves that not everything is about us. People have their own reasons for their behavior that often have nothing to do with us. This perspective helps us maintain our inner calm. Practicing not taking things personally involves mindfulness. We should take a moment to pause and reflect before reacting. This helps us choose a thoughtful response rather than an emotional one. By following this Stoic teaching, we build emotional resilience. Life is full of challenges, but by keeping our inner peace, we can handle them more effectively. This resilience is crucial for a fulfilling and balanced life. In essence, not taking things personally is about maintaining our inner stability and focusing on what we can control. It helps us stay grounded, composed, and resilient in the face of external events. Through the practice of not taking things personally, we align ourselves with Stoic values of wisdom, self-control, and inner peace. We become more centered and less affected by external disturbances. By living this principle, we can achieve a state of tranquility and emotional strength. This approach not only enhances our personal well-being, but also improves our interactions and relationships with others. In conclusion, don't take things personally, stay true to your inner self, and maintain your peace. This is the Stoic way to a wiser, calmer, and more fulfilling life. 5. Avoid dwelling on problems. Stoicism teaches us to avoid dwelling on problems in order to maintain our peace of mind and focus on solutions. When we dwell on problems, we waste energy on negative thoughts and emotions, which can make us feel stuck and overwhelmed. The Stoics believed that instead of fixating on problems, we should direct our energy towards finding solutions and taking positive action. By not dwelling on problems, we acknowledge that challenges are a natural part of life. The Stoics taught that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. This mindset helps us stay calm and resilient in the face of difficulties. Focusing on solutions rather than problems allows us to use our time and energy more effectively. It encourages us to be proactive and to take steps towards resolving the issues we face. This approach leads to progress and improvement rather than stagnation. When we avoid dwelling on problems, we also protect our mental and emotional health. Constantly thinking about what's wrong can lead to stress, anxiety, and depression. By shifting our focus to positive actions, we can maintain a healthier and more balanced state of mind. The Stoics believed in the power of perspective. They taught that we should view problems as opportunities for growth and learning. This perspective helps us see challenges in a more positive light and motivates us to overcome them. Practicing gratitude is another Stoic technique that helps us avoid dwelling on problems. By appreciating the good things in our lives, we can balance out the negative and keep a more optimistic outlook. It's important to remember that problems are temporary. The Stoics emphasized the transient nature of life's difficulties. By keeping this in mind, we can avoid getting too caught up in our problems and focus on the bigger picture. Self-reflection and mindfulness are key practices in Stoicism. By regularly reflecting on our thoughts and actions, we can recognize when we are dwelling on problems and make a conscious effort to shift our focus. Mindfulness helps us stay present and engaged with the task at hand. Engaging in productive activities and hobbies can also help us avoid dwelling on problems. When we immerse ourselves in activities that we enjoy and that challenge us, we can redirect our thoughts and energies in a positive way. Connecting with supportive friends and mentors can provide us with fresh perspectives and advice. Sometimes, talking through our problems with others can help us see solutions we hadn't considered. In essence, avoiding dwelling on problems is about taking control of our thoughts and focusing on what we can do to improve our situation. It's about being proactive, maintaining a positive perspective, and taking constructive action. By practicing this Stoic principle, we can live a more peaceful, resilient, and fulfilling life. We learn to navigate life's challenges with grace and wisdom, focusing on growth and solutions rather than getting bogged down by problems. Through this practice, we align ourselves with the Stoic values of wisdom, self-control, and inner peace. We become better equipped to handle life's ups and downs, maintaining our well-being and sense of purpose. So, don't dwell on problems. Focus on solutions, stay proactive, and cultivate a positive perspective. This is the Stoic way to a more peaceful and empowered life. 6. Be open to feedback. Stoicism teaches us to be open to feedback as a way to grow in wisdom and improve ourselves. Being open to feedback means listening to others' opinions and suggestions without getting defensive. This practice helps us see our blind spots in areas where we can improve. The Stoics believed that true wisdom comes from understanding ourselves and our actions. By accepting feedback, we gain insights that we might not see on our own. This helps us become better and more self-aware individuals. Feedback can be challenging to hear, especially if it points out our flaws. However, the Stoics taught that we should welcome criticism as an opportunity for growth. Instead of taking it personally, we should see it as a tool for self-improvement. Being open to feedback requires humility. It means acknowledging that we are not perfect and that there is always room to learn and grow. This humility aligns with the Stoic principle of self-improvement and continuous learning. To truly benefit from feedback, we must listen actively and reflect on what is being said. This involves considering the feedback thoughtfully and thinking about how we can apply it to our lives. The Stoics believed in the importance of self-reflection and thoughtful action. By being open to feedback, we also strengthen our relationships. When we show others that we value their opinions, we build trust and respect. This leads to more meaningful and constructive interactions. Moreover, being open to feedback helps us become more resilient. It teaches us to handle criticism gracefully and use it as a stepping stone rather than a setback. This resilience is key to navigating life's challenges with wisdom and strength. The Stoics also emphasize the importance of surrounding ourselves with wise and honest people. By seeking feedback from those we respect and trust, we ensure that we receive valuable and constructive advice. In essence, being open to feedback is about embracing a mindset of growth and self-improvement. It means valuing others' perspectives and using their insights to become better. This practice not only enhances our personal development, but also aligns with the Stoic values of wisdom, humility, and resilience. Through the practice of being open to feedback, we can continually refine our actions and thoughts, leading to a more fulfilling and enlightened life. It helps us stay grounded, humble, and committed to our growth. By welcoming feedback, we align ourselves with the Stoic pursuit of wisdom and excellence. This openness not only benefits us but also contributes to a more understanding and supportive community. By being open to feedback, we take an important step towards living a wiser, more intentional life. 7. Control emotional decision-making. Stoicism teaches the importance of controlling emotional decision-making to lead a more rational and peaceful life. When we let our emotions dictate our decisions, we often act impulsively and may later regret our choices. The Stoics believed that by mastering our emotions, we could make wiser, more deliberate decisions. Emotions are natural and inevitable, but Stoicism encourages us to pause and think before we act on them. This practice helps us respond to situations thoughtfully rather than reacting impulsively. By taking a moment to breathe and reflect, we can gain clarity and perspective. The Stoics taught that we should aim to be guided by reason and virtue rather than by fleeting emotions. When faced with a decision, they advised us to ask ourselves whether our actions align with our values and long-term goals. This helps us make choices that are consistent with our principles. One technique to control emotional decision-making is to practice mindfulness. By being aware of our emotions and acknowledging them without judgment, we can better manage their influence on our actions. This mindfulness allows us to stay calm and centered, even in stressful situations. The Stoics also recommended viewing emotions as temporary and not letting them define us. By recognizing that feelings come and go, we can avoid making permanent decisions based on temporary states of mind. This helps us stay focused on what truly matters. Another important aspect is to separate what we can control from what we cannot. The Stoics believed that we should focus on our actions and reactions, which are within our control, rather than external events. This perspective helps us maintain inner peace and make rational decisions. Practicing gratitude can also help us control emotional decision-making. By focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, we can shift our mindset from negative emotions to a more balanced and appreciative outlook. This positive mindset supports better decision-making. Stoicism also teaches the value of seeking advice from trusted friends or mentors. When we are overwhelmed by emotions, a calm and rational perspective from someone we respect can provide valuable guidance. In essence, controlling emotional decision-making is about finding a balance between emotion and reason. It means acknowledging our feelings, but not letting them control our actions. This practice aligns with the Stoic values of wisdom, self-control, and resilience. By mastering our emotions, we can make decisions that lead to a more fulfilling and harmonious life. This approach not only benefits us but also improves our relationships and interactions with others. Through the practice of controlling emotional decision-making, we can navigate life's challenges with greater clarity and composure. It helps us stay true to our values and make choices that reflect our best selves. By following Stoic principles, we can achieve a more rational, peaceful, and intentional way of living. 8. Avoid mindless media consumption. Stoicism teaches us to avoid mindless media consumption to maintain clarity and focus in our lives. In today's world, it's easy to get lost in endless streams of information and entertainment that offer little value. The Stoics believed in being mindful of how we spend our time and attention, and avoiding distractions that do not contribute to our growth or well-being. Mindless media consumption often fills our minds with unnecessary noise, leading to stress and distraction. By being selective about what we watch, read, and listen to, we can protect our mental space and focus on what truly matters. The Stoics valued wisdom and reason, and consuming thoughtful, enriching content aligns with these principles. To avoid mindless media consumption, we should seek out information that educates and inspires us. This could include books, documentaries, and articles that broaden our understanding and encourage critical thinking. The goal is to engage with content that adds value to our lives and supports our personal growth. The Stoics emphasize the importance of self-discipline and self-control. By limiting our exposure to trivial or negative media, we can develop these qualities and strengthen our ability to stay focused and purposeful. This practice helps us use our time wisely and avoid the pitfalls of distraction and superficiality. Being mindful of our media consumption also means setting boundaries. This could involve setting specific times for checking news or social media and avoiding excessive use. Creating these limits helps us maintain a healthy balance and ensures that media does not take over our lives. Engaging with meaningful content can also enhance our understanding of the world and our place in it. The Stoics believed in the interconnectedness of all things and valued knowledge that helps us understand our role in the larger context. Thoughtful media consumption can support this understanding and contribute to a more informed and reflective life. Additionally, avoiding mindless media consumption allows us to be more present in our daily lives. By freeing up mental space, we can focus more on our relationships, work, and personal pursuits. This presence of mind is key to living a fulfilling and intentional life. The Stoics also taught the importance of living according to our values. By being mindful of what we consume, we ensure that our media habits align with our principles and support our journey toward wisdom and virtue. This intentionality is essential for personal growth and integrity. In essence, avoiding mindless media consumption is about taking control of our attention and directing it toward what truly matters. It involves making conscious choices about what we engage with and ensuring that our media habits support our well-being and growth. By practicing mindful media consumption, we can live more intentionally, reduce stress, and cultivate a clearer, more focused mind. This approach aligns with Stoic values and helps us navigate the complexities of modern life with wisdom and purpose. Through careful selection of what we consume, we become better equipped to live a thoughtful, fulfilling, and meaningful life. 9. Invest in personal development. Stoicism encourages us to invest in personal development as a pathway to growth and fulfillment. This means actively seeking to improve ourselves intellectually, emotionally, and morally. The Stoics believed that continuous learning and self-improvement are essential for living a meaningful life. Investing in personal development begins with self-awareness. By reflecting on our strengths and weaknesses, we can identify areas for growth and set goals to enhance our skills and knowledge. This introspection allows us to take ownership of our development and strive towards becoming the best version of ourselves. The Stoics valued education and lifelong learning. They believed that expanding our understanding of the world and acquiring new skills are fundamental to personal growth. By reading books, attending courses, and seeking mentors, we can broaden our perspectives and deepen our knowledge. Personal development also involves cultivating virtues such as courage, resilience, and wisdom. The Stoics emphasized the importance of moral integrity and living in accordance with our values. By practicing virtues daily, we strengthen our character and build resilience in facing life's challenges. Investing in personal development means prioritizing our well-being. This includes taking care of our physical health through exercise, nutrition, and rest, as well as nurturing our mental and emotional health through mindfulness, meditation, and self-care practices. Setting goals and taking consistent action are key aspects of personal development. By breaking down larger objectives into manageable steps, we can make progress towards our aspirations. This approach helps us stay motivated and accountable for our growth. Moreover, investing in personal development involves seeking feedback and learning from experiences. Constructive criticism and reflection help us identify areas for improvement and refine our skills. This openness to feedback fosters continuous learning and adaptation. The Stoics believed in the importance of practical wisdom. applying what we learn to improve our lives and the lives of others. Personal development enables us to develop practical skills and insights that contribute to our success and well-being. Investing in personal development also enhances our resilience. By acquiring new knowledge and skills, we become more adaptable and better equipped to navigate change and adversity. This resilience is essential for thriving in an unpredictable world. Furthermore, personal development fosters a growth mindset. Instead of viewing challenges as obstacles, we see them as opportunities for learning and development. This positive outlook enables us to approach life with optimism and perseverance. In essence, investing in personal development is about committing to lifelong growth and self-improvement. It involves cultivating virtues, expanding our knowledge, and nurturing our well-being. By investing in ourselves, we enhance our capabilities, deepen our fulfillment, and contribute positively to the world around us. Through continuous learning, self-reflection, and goal setting, we align with Stoic principles and strive towards a life of wisdom and virtue. Investing in personal development empowers us to live authentically, pursue our passions, and achieve our full potential. 10. Avoid unnecessary risks. Stoicism advises us to avoid unnecessary risks as a way to cultivate prudence and maintain stability in our lives. While taking calculated risks can lead to growth and opportunity, unnecessary risks are those that do not align with our values or goals and may jeopardize our well-being. The Stoics emphasize the importance of exercising reason and foresight in decision-making. By carefully assessing potential outcomes and weighing the benefits against the potential harm, we can make informed choices that support our long-term happiness and fulfillment. Avoiding unnecessary risks means prioritizing our safety and security. It involves being mindful of our limits and recognizing when a risk exceeds what is reasonable or necessary. This prudence helps us avoid reckless behavior that could lead to negative consequences. The Stoics believed in living according to virtue and reason. By avoiding unnecessary risks, we uphold these principles and act in accordance with our values. This alignment fosters inner peace and integrity, knowing that our actions are guided by wisdom and moral clarity. Moreover, avoiding unnecessary risks allows us to focus our energy on productive and meaningful pursuits. Instead of gambling with our resources or well-being, we invest in activities that contribute positively to our growth and well-being. Practicing caution in decision-making also strengthens our resilience. By avoiding unnecessary risks, we reduce the likelihood of setbacks or failures that could hinder our progress. This cautious approach enables us to navigate challenges with greater confidence and stability. Additionally, avoiding unnecessary risks promotes self-discipline and self-control. It requires us to resist impulses or temptations that may lead to impulsive decisions or actions. This discipline is essential for maintaining a balanced and purposeful life. In essence, avoiding unnecessary risks is about making thoughtful and deliberate choices that support our well-being and align with our values. It involves assessing potential risks with clarity and foresight, and choosing actions that promote our long-term happiness and success. By practicing prudence and exercising caution, we honor the Stoic principles of wisdom, virtue, and resilience. Avoiding unnecessary risks allows us to live authentically, with integrity and purpose, while minimizing the likelihood of harm or regret. Through careful decision-making and mindful consideration of risks, we create a stable and fulfilling life that is guided by reason and moral clarity. Thank you for joining us in exploring 10 things intelligent people avoid through the lens of Stoicism. These timeless insights offer valuable guidance for cultivating wisdom and clarity in our lives. By understanding what to avoid, we empower ourselves to make more informed decisions and lead more fulfilling lives. Each principle we discussed, from avoiding meaningless distractions to embracing personal growth, can contribute to our journey toward greater intelligence and resilience. Curious about more Stoic wisdom and practical tips for living wisely? Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon for notifications. We're committed to sharing more Stoic insights and strategies for personal development. Share this video with friends and family who are on a quest for wisdom and self-improvement. Let's build a community dedicated to learning and growing together. inspired by ancient philosophy and modern-day application. Which of these 10 principles resonated most with you? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Your reflections contribute to our ongoing conversation on Stoicism and intelligence. Stay tuned for our next video where we delve deeper into Stoic practices and practical techniques for living a meaningful life. There's always more to explore and apply on our journey toward wisdom and fulfillment. Thank you for being part of our community. Let's continue to seek knowledge, practice virtue, and thrive with Stoicism as our guide. Here's to living intelligently and stoically. Until next time, stay curious, stay mindful, and stay wise.